Hi, I'm Marla Schechter, U.S. immigration lawyer. I want to talk to you today about the Management Consultant TN visa. This is the type of TN visa that is the most poorly understood among Canadians, most often scrutinized at the border, and most often denied at the border. So yeah, you got to learn about this one if you're interested in it at all. First of all, there's two types of management consultant TNs. One is where you are going to work to advise a company in the U.S. doing anything whatsoever, but you're advising that company on how to improve its operations in some way. It could be helping them reduce costs and streamline, create efficiencies in their operations. It could be helping them improve their sales and marketing efforts, but be careful with that one. They're on the lookout for people who are actually going to be selling. So you can't have any client contact. That's essential in a TN visa. You're only there to advise the company that has brought you in on the TN. The other type of management consultant TN is where you're actually going to work for a consulting company in the US. Those are nice because there's no limit really on the number of years. You get 3 years at a time, but you can keep getting those renewed. Whereas the first type of TN, it's unlikely you'll get more than 1 or 2 years. 3, I haven't seen them give many 3-year visas initially. Although if you even get a 1 year, you can get in there and usually it can be renewed, okay, subsequently at the end of that first year period. So what are the eligibility requirements for a TN, the management consultant TN? First is that you don't need a bachelor's degree. You don't need any university training whatsoever. So that's a major advantage. That's why so many people try to use the management consultant TN as a way to get in and work in the US. What you have to show if you don't have a degree is that you have 5 years minimum of full-time relevant work experience in your field and in the field that they're bringing you in to consult on. What that means is that you have to show that you're an expert. You are an expert in what they need you to do, okay? So the more reference letters you can provide at the border as part of the package of TN documents that talk about you in glowing terms as an expert and authority in the field, the better, okay? But minimum 5 years full-time experience. Second, you've got to show that you have a resume. You're going to have a very complete, updated resume. You've got to spend time on that, making it look very professional, and that you have either consulting experience or experience, as I said, with employers similarly situated to the one you're going into work for. So your resume has got to kind of bounce off against the referral letters and match them. They've got to be consistent with one another. And the third thing you are going to include in your package is a consulting agreement or a support letter from the employer. That's going to describe what your work duties are, okay, the job duties. And again, it's very important that they be described correctly, okay? I have seen so many people who have basic eligibility requirements fulfilled, either reference letters or a degree in your field, or a degree in business is always good too. And you know, they're really going in just to work temporarily, but they're denied because the job duties were overly specific and not specifically consulting related, okay? Yet you are going in just to give advice either to your U.S. employer or to clients of the management consulting company who is your employer in the U.S. As you can see, this is a kind of TN that must be prepared with extreme care. You're not going to want to use a TN kit, okay? You've got to get this right the first time. If you go to the border, it's denied, and then you try to rehabilitate it, it's much, much harder to get an approval. They're skeptical at that point for obvious reasons. So it's got to be done right the first time, and a TN kit can't do that for you. The drafting is everything. All right, so I'm available for questions. You're welcome to call me. I'll do a free consultation with you. And I'm here to help. Thanks so much.